Hi, Brian Crombie here. How are you doing tonight? I've got a radio show every night, 6 p.m. on Saga 960 AM. It's also live streamed on www.saga960am.ca. And I've got a really interesting bunch of interviews this week. So Monday, I've got Flavio Volpe. Flavio is the president of the Automotive Parts Manufacturing Association. And with a couple of his members, he put together a plan to convert a bunch of automotive parts manufacturers to producing PPE. And the story of how he got access to the patents, how he got orders from the provincial government, how he persuaded some people to start producing even before they got orders, is really quite enlightening and encouraging as to what people are willing to do, what businesses are willing to do to, number one, contribute to the effort, number two, to keep employees employed, and number three, to survive, and if not only survive, prosper during COVID-19. So that's Monday, Flavio Volpe. On Tuesday, I've got a really interesting duo. I've got the Minister of Transportation, Caroline Mulroney, talking about transit and transportation in a post-COVID-19 era. And then I've got Imran Hussain and a couple of his buddies that have put together a really interesting program called Hood Smart, which is a policy with a website where you buy gift certificates for restaurants and companies in your area. 20% of it goes to the food bank, and the gift certificate obviously helps the cash flow of the local restaurant or local business. On Wednesday, I've got Jim Ashton, who is a president of a fiberglass manufacturing company in Kitchener. And what he's done is he's converted his fiberglass manufacturing, which was also for primarily automotive parts, into a fascinating, almost booth-like shield for PPE for people to use, for healthcare workers to use to administer COVID-19 tests. And he's been out marketing it as well. On Thursday, I've got Giuseppa Petrunik, who is the CEO and executive director of QTRIC, which is the Center for Urban Transit. And she's just a fascinating individual talking about sustainability of our transit and our transportation system. She's talking about electrical buses, hydrogen buses, battery-operated fleets, last mile solutions with shuttles and mass transit. And she's a really interesting person to listen to. And then on Friday, I've got Deborah Austin, who is a communications expert, and we talk about communications, both communications all the time when you're talking in real life to people, but then also communications in our current environment where we're too often talking via FaceTime or Zoom or Microsoft Teams or whatever it is that we're conducting business with today. So that's the week this week. As I said, I'm on every night, 6 o'clock on Saga 960 AM, 960 on your AM dial, or you can stream me online at www.saga960am.ca, or you can get all of my shows as podcasts, which is just the audio, or video casts, for the video and the audio on my website, which is www.briancrombie.com / either podcasts or videocasts. Anyway, that's my week this week. I hope you tune in for one or maybe more shows. I'm really enjoying the interviews. That's my way of interacting with people through our self-isolation and social distancing. It's just been a real pleasure for me to interview some fascinating people who are thrilling, who are doing fantastic, doing thrilling stuff in the time of COVID-19. Thanks. Have a great night.